Okay. I'm the MD CEO of Remsoft Nigeria Limited. Also the MD CEO of online exam simulation, Remsoft online exam simulation. Well, our product is all about IT, information technology. What we do is we build solutions, an application service provision. In other words, an application service provider. We provide services for people. We build e-commerce. We build solutions that have to do with education. But one of the major products which we want to fund them for is the Remsoft online exam simulation. It's a new company now, although it's still under Remsoft Remsoft Nigeria Limited. The organization is a software producing company. What we do is we build enterprise, we engineer software solutions based on the processes. And we've been able to build a couple of solutions in the time past. Solutions such as mining solutions, software production. What we do is we engineer our software processes and we build it into solutions. We look at processes that people are doing, people are going through, and we try to engineer it into our real life situation with an automated solution. And that's why I would like to say that our solution is an application service provision. In other words, ASP application service provider. We are application service provider. And we've been able to build a solution, a major solution in the area of education. Because if you look at African continent, and most especially Nigeria, one of the major issues we are having is the poverty, and which is being caused by the issue because of the low educational background of people. So what we have been able to do is that we realize that the paradigm of all the youths are changing, and that's why we've been able to come up with a solution such as e-learning. The product and services of the company is software application service provision. In other words, we ASP, an application service provider. We look at people's problems and we simulate it into processes that turns out to be software solutions. We have up to 4 or 5 products. Our major product is an education product. It's OES, which is online exam simulation. It actually simulates the exam processes for the elementary stages to university stages. The online exam simulation, I'm going to talk specifically on online exam simulation because that actually affects the continent and as well as the country. It's a solution that actually solves the problems of the youth, and the solution can help to reduce the poverty in our community. And it has, take for instance, this is one of the cards that we sell. It's an online solution, and they go online, they scratch the card. After scratching the card, they also they'll be able to see questions which are being past related questions, which you'll be able to solve them like a tutorial session. And we believe that with this online exam solution, a lot of problems that we're facing in the area of education can be solved. Well, like I said before, the beneficiary of the online exam simulation are the students, the parents, because there's a way in which it interacts with the parent as well as the student. If the students are doing very well, automatically it spans to the parents, and the parents can also measure the performance of the students on a daily basis, on a session basis. And aside that, the government can also use it to check the performance and forecast the performance of the students. And we believe with this online exam simulation, well, a lot of things are going to change in the country. A lot of things, and it has a local content in which we have always been clamoring for in the African, community. The economic buyer can span from the parents to the students. If you are a student and you know what you're doing, I think the best thing you should do is to get it. A good student will always want to have this as an e-library, something like an e-library for him that he can always use every now and then. And he can, if he wants to measure how he's doing, so that not to deceive himself, he can always put his parents and instructor email address there, and each session he goes on the application, he fires them the summary of his report. Also, the parents can also be a beneficiary in that they know the performance of their kids. The government can also be a beneficiary by knowing the performance of the states as well as the country, and they can forecast how the students are going to perform in the upcoming exam. A couple of families that were opting to buy this scratch card because they want to monitor their children while they are in the office. So each time the children are practicing on this scratch on the online, each time it sends them, each section they mark, it sends them a mail, a report of the performance of that child. And I can tell you categorically that the parents love it. They really, really love it. It's very important because when you take education out, poverty increases. We've been talking that Africa is poor in a way. It's because we don't read like the way we used to read in the way you guys read in the Western world. So, but with this, it creates funds for the students, as well as it's educative, and it brings it reduces poverty in the community. I have a couple of people who have been giving their testimonies and testimonials online. Number one, you can actually check that online on oes.com.ng. Secondly, I have a lot of parents who have been giving, who were so, in fact, they got involved, in the selling and buying because they want to see a change in the community in the area of education. And when they are the one even referencing, telling other people about this product because they want their other friends to be partaker of this product. They want their friends to be partaker of this product, so that can help their parents. Can help their parents as well as the kids who are reading, who are in school. Reading. Take for instance, last year in Nigeria, when the UTME was taken, UTME is one of the modules in this application. I can tell you, a lot of people, we have close to 1.8 students going for the exams, and close to 400 people pass. 400,000 students pass the exam. But all the people that use the sites, they use the site to monitor what they are doing, they all passed. But because the application is a new application just coming out, we envisage that this year a lot more people are going to get involved in the site and going to use the site. But the people who have used the site thus far are giving their testimonies. We are the best at what we do because we are IT savvy. We are very good with what we do. We are software solution provider. We we have teachers among us who can actually teach people, and we have young people. We are young people with energy, who has kids, who have skills in the area of different subjects, who share the same vision we have to reduce poverty in the country. And we also have directors who are managing us, who we report to. So we also have mentors. We have mentors that guide us on how we should do. And taking into consideration all these people that we've mentioned, as a team, if you have a spirit of teamwork, which we are, I think the sky is not above the sky is a limit for us. In the application that we did, that has to do with education. Okay, one of the things that we have noticed that a lot of people are now trying to copy because of the cash, the lack of cash to pump into the business. A lot of people are trying to enter into that kind of business, being the competitors for us. But the issue is the good thing about it is that our own idea and belief and the concept in which the product has been laid out perfectly fits into the way a learning process is being done. Traditional learning process is being done, such as you take your question, you take your subject, based on subject, you have topics, based on topics, you now have questions. And each session that you go through the questions, you are taking it on a topic by topic basis. That means you'll be able to measure your strengths and weaknesses on any particular subject area. The topic in which you are actually dealing with. So most people that are coming up with this kind of solution, they're just doing the past questions. What we do, we don't do past questions. We do questions, and we have sorted all the past questions into topic by topic basis. So a student can easily know his performance, and he can know his weakness and strength within a short time. And that's what we do. And I believe with that, a lot of students have been coming to the site. If you look at the counter on the site, you see it's on the increase side. What we do is we have a counter on the site that shows us on a daily basis on how we want the solution. On how many people who are connected to the site. Aside that, we have report a feedback. We have a customer service that actually gives us a feedback on how the performance of the students. What the student wants from us, and taking into consideration the counter, the feedback, and the hit rates, and also the number of users who have been on the site. We feel it's a good. We feel we are on a good plane to really fight the war. War of the business, to really move on, to really achieve our goals, to really achieve our vision. We feel we're doing well because a lot of people have been getting feedback from people. Take for instance, we have as I'm speaking with you, from 2010 that we started this product, we have close to 15,000. The count rate is 15,000. Taking into consideration that we have a poor, acceptance level in the country. What I mean by that is that because of the students shifting them from from traditional way to IT to easily attract, to easily use that is an issue because of poor lack of computers, lack of electricity, and all these kind of issues, limitations that are affecting business normally. But with the counter on the site, we have close to 15,000 viewers, and we have close to 5,000 users. We think we're doing well. Well, for them to access the product, they need a card. They need a pin. Number one thing they need to do is they need to have a computer system. After having a computer system, they need to have an internet. After having the internet, they cannot browse to a particular location, site location on the internet, which is your oes.com.ng. On getting to oes.com.ng, they have to create their profile. After creating their profile, they enter their pins, the pins that they bought. After creating the pins that they bought, they cannot log in into the system. On the system, we have two kind of modules. Two kind of particular modules, bundles rather. We have the UBE bundles and UPE bundles. The UBE bundles have to do with the Universal Basic Education, which is it takes common entrance, the elementary stage in the education in Nigeria. And the UPE bundle is the senior class, which is the university preparation exams. They have to select one because each card goes for one of the bundle. And once they've got inside the bundle, here they can start practicing. Thank you.